Hey guys, Adam Trigger here, wagertalk.com. It's week 15 in the NFL, and we're going to be talking Monday Night Football, Eagles and Seahawks. Real quick, if you're in upstate New York or within driving distance to Turning Stone Casino, the grand opening of their new sportsbook is Monday. For this game, I'll be in attendance, so come on down, hang out with me. Love to buy you a drink and watch this great Monday Night Football matchup. And whether you can make it or not, you should absolutely head on over to wagertalk.com and use coupon code GIFT25 for 7 days of all access service at $25 off. It's a great deal and can be used on any handicapper on the Wager Talk site. But week 15 is going to wrap up with a team that desperately needs a win. At least it feels that way for the Eagles, who shot themselves in the foot on Sunday night last week against the Cowboys. 3 fumbles lost, and it was their second loss in a row a week after being blown out by the 49ers. That the wounds were self-inflicted for the Eagles in that game. I think it's deceiving that the Cowboys won that game by 20 because it wasn't that uneven of a game. It's just the Eagles made mistakes and, they just beat themselves. But I've now, kind of listened to, the fallout from that game and some previews for this game this week. And I've heard the term recent struggles be thrown around with the Eagles offense. And my sort of take there is, well, what team isn't, going to potentially have some struggles offensively, having to play the 49ers and the Cowboys on back-to-back weeks. So I think we're being a little hard on the Eagles offensively, saying, okay, recent struggles when they played two of the best, arguably the two other best teams or the two best teams in the NFC. You look at the Eagles' last 5 games, Cowboys, Chiefs, Bills, 49ers, and then Cowboys again. And they actually won 3 of those games, having no issues moving the ball against the Bills. So, I think some of the criticism for the Eagles after the Cowboys performance, or really after the last 2 games, has been a little bit harsh. And I expect Hurts to play better here. And I expect the Eagles offense as a whole to play better here because the Seahawks are a big time step down from any of those teams I just mentioned. And the Seahawks pass defense is not good. And so I could see Hurts really just having a much better game than what we've seen of him of late. And I think the Eagles are going to score some points in this game. Now, the Seahawks, we don't know who their quarterback is officially yet, but I have a feeling it's going to be Geno Smith. He was, kind of rumored to play last week. Then he was scratched. I think he's going to play here. And if he plays here, I think the Seahawks have a very good chance to move the ball and score some points as well. The Eagles' defense has been horrific. They've been, bottom 10 in the league all season. And you go back 2 weeks, Geno Smith under center was absolutely torching that Cowboys defense, moving the ball without issue. And I think if Smith were under center, he'd do the same thing here. Even if Locke is under center, the Seahawks are still going to – there's going to be some points to be had for the Seahawks in this game. But if it's Geno, I think they can move the ball. And that leads me to think that the over is the right move in this matchup. I think you're going to get a bounce back from the Eagles' offense. And I think the Seahawks will score some because I just don't trust the Eagles' defense to stop them. I think DK Metcalf could have his way with just about anyone in that Eagles secondary. Not really sure what the Eagles do to stop him, and the Seahawks receivers. So it feels like there's points to be had in this game. From a side perspective, it's tough to bet the Eagles or tough to bet against the Eagles coming off back-to-back losses. But it feels like the Seahawks hang around here and maybe, in sort of a shootout type game. So I like the over. This one has points written all over it, in my opinion. And I think this one plays over the total on Monday Night Football. Again, coupon code GIFT25 for $25 off 7-day all access. And head on over to wagertalk.com, WT.buzz/AT to use that on my 7-day all access. And please like and subscribe to our channel so we can keep bringing you NFL picks for free the rest of the season.